Hello everyone, you are with the Knitting Studio in Style. Today we will be crocheting a round basket from jersey yarn. For this we will need of course yarn, 2 colors, in my case yellow and white. The total weight of the basket, approximately my size, is around 300 grams. So that's about how much yarn will be needed. And what else will we need? We will need a hook size 10, scissors to cut the yarn, and probably a smaller hook to hide the ends at the end. Now, I will explain how I knitted this basket. Look friends, I have crocheted the bottom in white color. The diameter of my bottom is 15 centimeters. Here, I crocheted a circle with single crochets. I have already shown how to crochet this circle in a separate lesson. Check out the link, go ahead and see how to crochet it. We crocheted the bottom to the required diameter. To repeat, I have 15 centimeters. Next, we will crochet the sides. Let's move on to crocheting the sides. So, I crocheted the first round of the side in white color. I crocheted with single crochets, picking up the back loop of the last round of my circle. Through the back loop with regular single crochets. We completed the round and joined it. Now, we will crochet as follows. We change the yarn to yellow. By the way, how to change colors, how to make a color change. I also have a video tutorial for that. Here is the link. Watch how to change color unnoticed. So, we change the color to yellow and crochet with single crochets. But now how? First, we crochet a regular single crochet, then we crochet a single crochet under the single crochet of the previous row. Next, we crochet another regular single crochet. The next stitch is crocheted under the single crochet of the previous row. Thus, we reach the end of the row. I also knitted the third row in yellow just like the second. I only changed the order, so that the extended stitch is above the regular single crochet, and the regular single crochet is above the extended stitch of the previous row. Now I will show you how all this is knitted in the last row. In general, we change the order and change the color as you wish. I wanted to knit 2 rows with each color. Only the first row I knitted with regular single crochets in the back loop. I knitted because I wanted a border like this here. And then I knitted extended stitches, alternating with regular single crochets. I have knitted 6 rows now. I am going to knit the 7th row in yellow and show you how it is done. I think I will also knit probably 2 more rows in white and light. Finish the basket with yellow. Well, let's get started. Look, we put aside the white color for now and knit in yellow. I'm finishing this row. How do we make a slip stitch? I make a slip stitch into the first stitch of this row. Next, we make 1 chain stitch to start knitting the next row. Look. We start knitting our row, and we have the first regular stitch. The next stitch is the second extended stitch since we have a regular stitch here. In the previous row, we need to knit an extended stitch. How do we knit it? We insert the hook into this regular stitch right here, grab the yarn. Pull it out and make a regular single crochet. This way we have an extended stitch. The next stitch, we will knit as a regular extended stitch from the previous row right here. Next, we again have a regular stitch. So, we will knit an extended stitch here. Basically, we are knitting regular single crochets. We just insert the hook differently. We knit the extended loop with a regular single crochet. We knit the extended loop into a regular single crochet. We will continue like this until the end of the row. At the end of the row I will show what to do next. Well, my 7th row is finished. I completed the last stitch with a regular stitch into the extended loop of the previous row. Next I make a slip stitch into the first stitch of this row, which means the extended loop goes right here, but I will change the color to white. Therefore, I will make the slip stitch in white. I leave the yellow, insert the hook into the first stitch of this row. Grab the white yarn, I pull it through and make a slip stitch, like this. We pull the yellow and white tight. We will continue to knit in this manner with white yarn. We will knit the same. That is, 2 rows, as I mentioned. I will knit the 8th and 9th rows in white. So now we make 1 chain stitch to rise and start knitting in the same way, just in white. Here is my first stitch with the extended loop. So here, I will knit a regular single crochet. Next, I have a regular single crochet. So I insert the hook under it and knit an extended stitch like this. Next is a regular single crochet. Again, an extended one, that is, we alternate. I think everything here is very simple and clear. In this way, I will finish this row and knit 1 more row in white. Then we will edge the picture. So, I am finishing my 9th row in white. My last stitch turned out to be a regular stitch made into the extended loop of the previous row. Now we make a slip stitch, but not as usual. Look, we pull out the last loop, pull the hook out, insert it from the back side into the first stitch of this row. We grab this loop and pull it to the back side, like this. We pull it tight, and now we make 1 chain stitch. This is how we pull out the thread and cut it. Let's hide this white thread right away. For this we need a smaller hook, and we'll hide it under the stitches. We have cut it. Now we cut the yellow thread and hide it as well. It's better to hide in yellow. The yellow thread in yellow, the white thread in white. We hid and cut it just like that. We also need to hide it here in the center, but we will do that later. This is what our basket looks like. Now we will take yellow and work around our little basket. We insert the hook into the stitch. We take the end of the thread. We pull and bring the loop towards us. The end of the thread is in the middle of the basket. We leave it long enough to hide it well later. This is how it turned out for us. Next, we will work with regular slip stitches. That is, we insert the hook, grab the thread, and pull it through the loop on the hook. The first stitch is a bit elongated. This is because the end of the thread is not secured here. By the way, for those who do not know how to make slip stitches, I have a video tutorial. A hint appears at the top. Go and watch, it's all simple here. We insert the hook, grab the working thread, pull it, and pass it through the loop on the hook. In this way, we will work until the end of the row. This is how it looks like for us roughly. There is a yellow braid on the side, and white on top. By the way, when we work with slip stitches, we shouldn't pull too tight. This is our last row, so the basket doesn't get too tight. Let me show you now how to work this first row into the back loops. Here, we need to work single crochet stitches only into the back loops. This is necessary, so that we get this kind of edge here. Look, we are hooking the yarn like this, catching the back loop. Pulling the yarn through and crocheting a single crochet, in this way. We insert the hook and catch the back loop of the stitch. We make a regular single crochet. This way, we get a stripe here. This is just as an example. And we finish this row with slip stitches. Here's the tail at the end. Here we will catch the last stitch. We will insert the hook somewhere around here. And we will place this tail on the hook like this. We catch the working yarn, pull it through, until make the last slip stitch. Now our tail is secured. Next, we need to make a slip stitch. We join our row. We pull out the hook. Insert it here. We catch the loop and pull it to the back side. We crochet one chain stitch. We pull the yarn through and cut it. Well, it turned out like this. We need to hide these ends. So, here is the basket we made. This is our seam like this. In total, we crocheted 9 rows. In the 10th row, I had a border with slip stitches. I want to mention that each row had 18 elongated stitches. The diameter of the bottom is 15 centimeters. And the height of the basket is about 10 to 10.5 centimeters. This type of basket can be decorated. If you want with something basically, whatever your imagination allows, you can do it. I ended up with a spring white-yellow basket. I will not decorate it with anything. It will stay like this. Here are the remaining threads. They can basically just be thrown away, but that's not me. So I usually use them somewhere. Well, let's say I have these trivet-like things made from leftovers. That is, there were some threads left. I just knit something similar to this, that's it. Thank you, friends, for watching. Stay with us on the channel. Soon, I plan to release another masterclass on knitting a similar basket. So don't miss it and see you soon. Bye.